knowing most of the answers to your question is just to say to the Lord. And sometimes you just don't want to ask because you already know what's the answer to your question. Back in 2018, when I was in class 8, the first miracle that happened in my life, when I was in class 8, my dad received the phone call from my TV staff, and they said that there is a bag here dropped by a woman. And that woman said that this bag belongs to SPT's eldest daughter. SPT's eldest daughter, whose name is Racheal. She's about to be in Form 3, and this is her bag.
Amen.
Secondly, I would just like to talk about the altar. In my family, the altar is a powerful thing, and it's the most important thing. Because my sister Deborah, when she was 4 months old, the doctor advised my parents that her left arm was supposed to be removed. Gaselevu told my parents to bring her to the altar. And that altar saved my sister's life up until today. Back in 2018, I was attending Holy Trinity Anglican School. I was in class 8. And at the end, when the school was coming away, we have to apply we need applications for your year 9, because our school doesn't have any high school, so you have to apply to 2 to 3 schools. When the students applied to 3 or more schools, I only applied to 1 school. And when their list was out, it was the same week when the youth festival was happening at Valley Level Ground. And when the first list came out, my name wasn't there. When I turned to my mom and she said, make use of the youth festival, listen to Ngasele's teaching, and make use of the altar. At that evening, Ngasele said, his words were, you are in year 8 looking for a school, make this altar to be yours, and the topic was repair her altar. I took that as mine when I went to the altar. The only thing I asked from the Lord was, my school. When next week my mom had a call, and the lady from the other end was saying, your daughter is being approved. She needs to come for an interview.
Amen.
When I came, well, inside I was nervous because that will be my first time for me to have a formal interview. When I was outside, and I turned to my dad and I said, can we just pray over my interview? When we prayed over my interview, and when I came inside the office lady turned and she told me, the principal last minute said, you don't have to sit for the interview, you'll just be approved automatically. We didn't pray for the principal to get sick, but that's what I was doing. And also, lastly, I would just like to talk about the COVID-19 lockdown. If you know me personally, I don't like to cook, I don't like to bake, I don't like being in the kitchen. But for the 3 months, my sister Deborah, who likes to bake and cook and everything, she had to go to my cousin in Singapore and lived with her for 3 months.